Welcome to Things You Should Know About in PUBG, the 123 med count. Ever ask your friends or random teammates, hey, how are you on meds? Just to hear back stuff like,
I got
first
two
aid kits,
painkillers,
one medikit,
7
one
bandages.
energy drink,
I don't
two
have a
bandages,
first aid
and
kit,
7
and
painkillers.
I don't have an energy drink.
That's wrong. Let me introduce you to the 123 med count. We're gonna ignore bandages because you shouldn't have more than 15 and you can find them anywhere. First aids and medikits are the same, which are gonna be our number 1. Painkillers are number 2, and energy drinks are number 3. In my example, I have 4 first aids, 3 painkillers, and 3 energy drinks. I can simply call out 4, 3, 3. If I had 1 first aid, 5 painkillers, and 2 energy drinks, I'd say 1, 5, 2. If you're missing something, just replace it with a 0, and always keep to the count, even if you're missing stuff. Next tip, I want to put it as number 2 because everybody I told about it, they're amazed. Let's say you and 2 friends queue up in a squad, and you get John as your 4th one. You and your 2 friends are in Discord, so you either are not gonna talk to John, or whenever your friends talk to John, you're gonna hear him like this in game and in Discord. So you're either not going to talk or get annoyed every few seconds. There's an easy fix. Go to your user settings, keybinds, add a push to mute, and add the same keybind as you have in game to talk. That way when your friends talk in game, it pushes to mute in Discord, so you only hear them in game and you don't hear them in Discord double time. I see a lot of people making this mistake to go loot a body and stay still. No, press tab and you can move around as much as you want as long as you stay within that little area. You can drag stuff, put stuff on the body. Obviously you want to be as quick as possible, but you can crouch, you can stand up, you can press E and Q. Always move so you're harder to hit in case somebody's sniping you. If you get to a place and you're like, that door's closed, this is closed, and the windows are intact, and you go in and you notice a weapon without ammo. This is not like DayZ where you can find weapons and no ammo. It means that this building was looted by somebody who likes to close all the doors behind them to make it look like he was not there. If you know somebody that does that, just wash your hands right now. On the same idea, if you ever see a window that's broken but all the other windows are not broken, that means that somebody's been there and jumped through it. Shut up, airplane. You get what I'm saying, right? When you find loot on the ground and you right click, you'll notice that it does a longer animation. You gotta wait until it's finished to pick it up, as opposed to looting a body crate where you can just right click on as many stuff as you want and they're instantly done with a very short animation. What you can do is press tab and drag items straight into your inventory and weapons in the item slot. That way you can drag them instantly because it cancels out the animation. By now you should know that you can go anywhere on the map and right click to put a marker and right click to remove it. Let's say your teammate's looking for a helmet and you find one. You can go to the map, zoom in, and figure out, try to place a marker, or simply press insert to just mark exactly the spot you are, and pressing delete will remove the marker. No doubt in PUBG there's going to be a lot of driving. First of all, space is handbrake by default. I was surprised a lot of people don't know that. I always believed and I was told that if you use the handbrake you stop faster, but that's not the case. The left side is with the handbrake, and also if you turn, it doesn't do much difference either. It's not really the tip, but I found this interesting. Here's the tip. At some point you are going to have to get out of your vehicle fast, and the way to do it is to turn left to get out. And you're thinking, well, Nick, you're gonna take a little bit of damage. Yes, you take a little bit of damage, but you don't take a lot of damage. The reason for that is, and if you look at the speedometer, even though it gets very close to 0, the vehicle, it's still sliding quite a little bit, and the result of that, if you're turning right, the vehicle will hit you and you're gonna take a lot of damage. It's even worse on the actual PUBG, the official one, because that one's bad. But even on it, if you get out next to the vehicle where the vehicle can't hit you, you're not going to take too much damage. So if you need to stop quickly, always turn to the left so the vehicle rolls away from you. Unless you like dying, then turn to the right. Bandages have been updated and they're a lot better now. If you can, always use them with some sort of energy drink or painkiller. You can see on the left hand side that my boost bar is up and I'm healing a lot faster. Obviously boosters are going to heal you nonetheless, but if you can, use them before you start bandaging so you can get up faster. If your boost bar is more than 50% and you have the running icon, you're going to run faster on foot. And if you have no vehicle and you got to run full boost with your hands out, it's the fast way to move. I'm going to throw you guys a little fun one here, not necessarily a tip, but if you drop your clothes as you're parachuting down in air before you land, the clothes that you dropped while your parachute is up are just gonna stick midair. Here you see Shady dropped all of his stuff while he was parachuting down and he made a nice, not fashion line, floating line. I was always under the impression that if you get knocked down and you start moving around, you lose more blood and you should stay still. Well, as it turns out, that's not correct at all, because it's exactly the same. I even tried it on the test server and it's exactly the same situation. It would seem more logical that you should use more blood, but even if you hold shift, which apparently you can, it doesn't do much difference at all, but you still bleed the same. Sometimes you're gonna find an enemy and you're gonna take some shots at, and you'll notice that the enemy is not really shooting back. Even though you sort of see him, you notice that he's running away. Now this happens sometimes, and you're gonna hunt and hunt and hunt and realize you're not gonna find him. Most of the time, and this actually works a lot, is I'm gonna blow up the wheels on the vehicle if he actually came with one. Then I'm gonna look at the map and set a point in between where I am and where the zone is, so he has to come my way. Keep in mind, I didn't spend 5-10 minutes looking for him. I couldn't find him in about 15-20 seconds, so I'm gonna position myself right there. The reason I say that is some people don't want to fight and they run from every battle, so that's why you want to get ahead of him. Right here, I can hear that he's trying to get in his motorcycle. Sadly for him, that motorcycle's not going anywhere. And before you know it, you're gonna start seeing signs of him because he has to move towards the zone. If I left in the motorcycle, he could have gone the other way. He could have run around. Right now, I'm just towing it around with him. Obviously, he's gonna spot me, but I'm so much better.